You ever feel like your business is stuck on quicksand? The harder you push, the deeper you sink in. You're hustling, posting, emailing, selling, and yet somehow it feels like you're running on a treadmill that never seems to move. Well, you know what? I've been there. I remember one night I set my kitchen counter, laptop open, coffee's cold, and my spreadsheet staring back at me like it was judging me. The numbers looked fine, revenue was coming in, but growth, flat. And I remember thinking, how am I working this hard and still not moving forward? And that night I realized something that completely changed my business and honestly my peace of mind. And it wasn't that I needed to work harder, I needed to think clearly. I just needed more clarity, because here's the truth. A business without clear financial goals is like a ship without a compass. It doesn't matter how powerful your engine is, if you don't know where you're going, you're just gonna drift in circles, wasting energy, wasting time. And I don't know about you, but I got tired of working like a GPS, stuck on recalculating. So in this video, what I wanna do is take some time and really show you why your business isn't growing, because I wish someone took the time to show me, or that I had access to this information, because that would have saved me from spinning my wheels as long as I did. And really how to fix it is the next step, right? And fixing it quickly, with a quick turnaround. We're talking 14 days. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. You just need clarity. And it's not just with another complicated business plan, but with a simple system to bring clarity, direction, and momentum back into your business, really infusing your business back with life. And if this resonates with you and it sounds good, keep watching. Because once you get clear financially, growth stops feeling like luck and starts feeling like strategy. And that's what you want, is you just need a strategy. And I'm gonna help you through that. Hi, I'm Yvonne Bramble. I'm a business and finance coach, and I help entrepreneurs and small business owners scale to 6 figures by mastering their strategy, systems, and money mindset so that they can lead their business with confidence and clarity. So let's dive right in. Why are you stuck? See, here's the first reasons most small business owners feel stuck. They're focused on activity instead of outcomes. We confuse motion with progress. You're answering emails, posting on social, tweaking your website, juggling client work, and it all feels productive, but none of it is really measurable. It's like rowing a boat really fast, but in circles. You see, you can't fix what you can't see. And without clear financial goals, you're really measuring success by exhaustion instead of results. When I finally stopped to ask myself, okay, what's my financial destination for this quarter? Like, where am I going with this, right? So when I stopped and gained clarity in that way, it was like someone turned on the lights, right? I realized I'd been running my business in a reaction mode, not with a roadmap, not with a strategy. Because that's really what it is at the end of the day. What I'm talking about here, low key, is really strategy, right? You see, one of my clients was in the exact same place. She had steady sales, but no real growth. And we looked at her numbers and discovered that her revenue goal wasn't even written down. It was just, well, I want to make more money. Well, you can't navigate with that. You see, large organizations, corporations, and I've worked 20 plus years in Fortune 500 companies, they're very strategic and very focused on numbers, on what their goal is. And the strategy, a strategic plan, is always built around those goals. And the project, everything funnels in through that strategy, that business strategic vision. And that's where I want to get you at. That my goal is to get you to, because I've been there. I've been in corporate Fortune 500 and how they are able to meet their goals and exceed them because of this secret, right? And it's vision. See, once we defined a clear number for her, set weekly checkpoints, and align her offers, right, everything funneling through to that goal, she was able to hit her target in half the time she expected. You see, clarity creates speed. The moment you decide where you're going, let me tell you, your brain and business starts waking up and working together instead of fighting each other. You gotta get aligned. So step one, so now we define where our trouble is, right? Where the problem statement. So now let's define your target. So step one, define your target. Let's start simple. So for the next 14 days, I want you to pick one clear financial goal, something specific, measurable, and time-bound. And it could be increase monthly revenue by 20%, or generate $5,000 in profit this month, or even set aside my first $1,000 of savings, right? These are 3 different, but they're measurable and time-bound and very specific. So yours is gonna look a little different than the ones that I shared. Even so, I want you to write it down, because a goal that lives in your head isn't a goal, it's a wish. The moment you take this and write it down, now it's a goal. This is there's a spiritual principle behind this, and that's found in Habakkuk 2:2. It says, write the vision and make it plain. Then what you want to do is ask yourself 2 powerful questions. And those questions are, what's the minimum I need to earn to sustain my business? What's the minimum I need to earn to sustain my business? And second, what is the desired income that reflects my growth and value? What's the desired income that reflects my growth and value? So once you have these 2 numbers, you're gonna see the gap, right? And that gap is your opportunity. And I wanna say this, on that first question is, when you say, what's the minimum I need to earn to sustain my business? It's gonna look different. This question is really based on what do you need to cover your expenses? What's it gonna take to keep the roof over your head and food on the table? And that's gonna look different if you live in LA, if you live in New York, if you live in Cincinnati, right? If you live in Kentucky, Miami, Houston, okay? It's gonna look different depending on where you live, because you've got different costs associated with lifestyle, right? And so you wanna keep that in mind. Cost of living is a factor, and taking a look at your current expenses. What's the bottom line in terms of the lowest common denominator to keep the lights on, right? Food on the table, roof over your head. That's the first question. The second question is, okay, it's more like a lifestyle question. What's the desired income that reflects my growth and value? So what's growth? Well, I want to be able to travel every quarter, 4 times a year. I want to travel with my family to learn and grow, go to Europe, visit new sites in Asia, go to Africa, South America, right? Travel. And I also want to maybe get my master's, my MBA. I want to invest in certain coaching and training. I want to get a personal trainer, because guess what? I value exercise and health and wellness. So I want to invest in personal training, getting to the right gym. It also includes, well, you know what? I want to upgrade my home. You know, I value a beautiful home. So I want to renovate certain areas of my home. So then that's gonna have it's gonna look a lot different, that number, right? For your goals for the next year or 2. And then what's it cost to keep the lights on, right? So the desired income that reflects your growth and value, I want that number too. So those are the 2 numbers you want to really think about. So once you have those 2 numbers, you're gonna see the gap, and that gap is your opportunity. Think of it like setting coordinates in a GPS. You can't hit a target you never defined. You've got to define that target. You wanna say, I wanna go on vacation, and you get in the car. Well, it's gonna look a lot differently. I live in South Florida. It's gonna look a lot different if I want to go to Barbados, or if I wanna go to Orlando, to Disney, right? Disney's just gonna take 2.5 hours drive, so yes, I need a car. But maybe if I wanna go to Barbados, it's gonna take me getting in the car and then going on a boat, okay? On a cruise ship, maybe, to get to that other destination. If I wanna go to Europe, going on vacation, going to Europe, okay, then maybe I need to drive myself to the airport, because it's gonna take a plane, right? So it's very important for us to be crystal clear on what our destination is, because depending on the destination, you're gonna need different vehicles, okay? A different plan. So you can't hit a target you never defined. Define that target. And once you know your destination, now your daily actions start aligning naturally. And I'll tell you, if you need help on this or any other area in your business, feel free to book a one-on-one coaching call with me. The link is in the description box below. I'm happy to support you. Now, step 2, You want to build your plan. Now that you know your number, let's reverse engineer it. If your goal is to earn $10,000 this month, break that down. How many clients does that mean? How many sales calls? Depends if you have a product or service, and things are going to look differently, right? Depending on the cost of goods sold and all of those factors, right? Factor all of that in. What offers or products drive the most revenue? What's going to help you hit that target the most? So most entrepreneurs skip this step. They know what they want, but they never break it into what it takes. So here's a metaphor that I love. If your goal is to fill a bucket with water, you can't just hope it rains. No, you need a system, a faucet, a hose, or a well, right? Something where your business knows that that same system is going to create a consistent and predictable flow. So, when I started mapping my numbers backwards and through the process of engineering it, I stopped guessing. I stopped panicking at the end of the month, wondering, okay, well, if I'd make it. And instead of chasing clients, guess what? I started planning for them. And that shift from hope to an actual system is where your growth begins. I'll tell you, when you book your one-on-one coaching call with me, we can dive deeper into this for your business or take a look at another area where you need my support. So I'll leave that at that because everyone has a unique situation and we can take the time to take a look at that and engineer it that way, okay? So now let's go to step 3. Step 3 is track your progress, okay? The final step, track it like your freedom depends on it, because it does. You see, growth doesn't happen from effort alone, it happens from awareness. So when you start tracking income, expenses, and conversions weekly, you need to identify your KPIs. What are your key performance metrics for your business? And those key KPIs, that's what we're gonna track towards. That's how they do it. That's how successful businesses do this. And when you do, something powerful happens. You start catching leaks before they sink your ship. Before you catch these small problems before they become overwhelming. One of my clients told me, for the first time, I know where my money is going and I finally feel in control. And see, that's the magic of tracking. It's powerful, right? You gotta be strategic. Think of it like a mirror, right? You might not always love what you see, but it's the only way to, you gotta look in that mirror. If you got broccoli stuck in your teeth, you might not like it, but at least you looked in the mirror so you have a chance to correct it before you step out, see? So that's what I'm talking about here. So for the next 14 days, I want you to write down your financial goal, track your daily progress, and check in weekly, on a weekly basis, okay? Be consistent on that, and you're gonna be shocked at how fast your business starts to shift when your attention shifts along with it. And in your one-on-one coaching call, we can dive into this for your business and get you to where you want to be. The link again is in the description box below. Now here's the truth. You don't need another year of grinding to grow your business. You need 14 days of clarity, focus, and intention, because clarity creates confidence. And you know what? Confidence drives action, and consistent action, that's what builds wealth. All right, that's what builds wealth, and that's what we're here for, right? Once I started setting clear financial goals, everything changed. My energy, my results, and even how I showed up as a leader. And I want that for you too. If you're watching this video, and if you got this far in the video, you are a leader. I already know that. You're investing in yourself, okay? So if you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, join me. Join me inside the Financial Freedom Accelerator Academy. It's where I walk you through step-by-step how to create a financial plan that pays you first, eliminates chaos, and builds lasting wealth. Because you know what? Financial freedom isn't luck. And it's not for everybody else. It's for you too. But you gotta get into that right system. Okay, you gotta lock in and you gotta get that system in place so that you can move forward. If this video resonated with you, hit the like, subscribe, and comment below. Comment below, I'm ready for clarity. I am ready for clarity. I want to see that from you, because once you get clear, your business can finally grow, okay? And I hold every comment because I want to be intentional Okay, with the comments, I want to see it and I want to respond to you. So I don't want to miss your comment. So that's why I do hold comments so that I get a chance to read through each and every one of them and respond. Now, if you ever feel like your bank account didn't get the memo and it's still not where you want it to be, I got you. I highly recommend you watch the next video, The Hidden Money Blocks Keeping You Stuck and How to Break Free in 21 Days. Oh yeah. We're going there. We're going to release those money blocks and get you to where you want to be. And I'm going to see you on the next video, my friend. Oceans of love. Till next time, I'll see you there.